Okay, your question. My question for you was, you're going to do a PFM on this premolar. Are you going to use the lower? Okay, you have the lower tooth here, and you're going to do a shoulder here and a chamfer here. Now, what are the burrs that you're going to use to create this shoulder? What you said, you are intending to do a shoulder that is 90 degrees, okay, and using which burr? The 90 degrees non-tapered, parallel-sided. صح? It's not tapered, parallel-sided burr, and you want to create this 90 degrees. Okay, my recommendation for you is do it a modified shoulder. This is rounded, okay? How do we do that? How do I create this? I bring a shoulder like this one and go half of the way or 2/3 of this way, okay? While I'm doing the finishing, I don't use this burr. I use a round-ended burr, to go to the end of the depth, the remaining depth, the 1/3 here, and it will create this morphology. What is good about this morphology? I'll not have a stress concentration point. This is stress. This area will create stress. First of all, it will create cement accumulating here and causing hydraulic pressure. It might prevent the crown from seating, and this one will produce better flow of the cement escaping from here. There is a third design for this. They try not to make it 90 degrees, but they actually make it more than 90 degrees. They make it tilted downwards. This also allows for the escape of the cement. And there is another option where you can do the finish line with the 90 degrees or less than 90 degrees, but with a final bevel at the end. How do I create this bevel? By finishing burrs at the end. There is a third one that goes like this. Now this is a fifth one even. It goes like this, and then rounded, and then sloped, and then with a slight bevel. This is the most excellent design. Which one we're going to do? I would prefer this, but at the end bevel it outwards. Okay, so first go with your shoulder inside, 2/3 of the depth. Then the last third, while you're doing finishing, use a round burr and create this round angle. Okay, but take in account that you don't create undercuts. Always tilt your burr in the correct tilt towards the tooth, so you'll not create undercuts on the axial one. Okay, so first shoulder, 2/3 of this dimension. How do I know that? I choose my shoulder dimension. I measure. I take the gauge, I bring the crown gauge, and measure the tip of the burr. So how much is this burr? I know that we have thin burrs and thick burrs. The thin burrs are 1.2 millimeter. So use that, full depth, and then bring your finishing burr and create the last 0.5 millimeters with the round angle. And then bevel this. How do I bevel it? When I do this rounded edge, I go downwards, finishing and smoothing it downwards, so I'll create this bevel. So where do I finish this in regards to the gingiva? If I have the gingiva here, sorry, my pen is interrupting. So we have a gingiva here, create this supragingivally, and when you finish the round edge, also go closer to the gingiva until it's equigingival or subgingival. Depend on what you choose, okay? Thank you.